Ever witnessed a jaw-dropping comeback that left you on the edge of your seat? Well, get ready for a roller coaster ride as we dive into the most epic football comebacks of all time. Yes, from zero to hero, we're breaking down the wildest matches that prove in football it ain't over till it's over. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Liverpool vs Milan 2005. Alright, take this. It's the UEFA Champions League final in 2005 and AC Milan is on fire. They score a goal in just the first minute and by halftime they're up 3-0. Seems like a dream start, right? But hold on. Liverpool, facing a 3-goal deficit, heads into the locker room at halftime. Now, you'd think that was game over, right? Wrong. Something magical happened in that locker room. Maybe it was the halftime pep talk, or maybe it was just pure determination, but Liverpool came out strong. In the first 6 minutes of the second half, Liverpool pulled off the impossible. They scored 3 goals, leveling the playing field. Can you believe it? 30 more minutes passed, and no one found the back of the net. It all came down to penalties. And guess what? Liverpool held the victory in the penalty shootout. Not so exciting? Well, wait for the next one. Number 2. Liverpool vs Barcelona 2019. Now, you might think Barcelona's always the hero, but not this time. They found themselves on the wrong end of an epic comeback tale. The first leg at Camp Nou was a bit of a head-scratcher. Barcelona didn't exactly dominate, but they somehow pulled off a 3-0 win with a classic Messi free kick thrown in for good measure. In the second leg, Liverpool showed their true colours. They scored a goal before half-time, and then Wijnaldum did the unbelievable. He netted 2 more goals, putting them just 1 goal away from an epic comeback. And then there's the stuff of legend. Trent Alexander-Arnold took a corner quickly, catching Barcelona's defence off guard. Origi seized the opportunity, lost his markers, and boom! Liverpool was on their way to qualification. Something, eh? Number 3. Barcelona vs PSG 2017. Let me tell you, this one's a roller coaster. So, picture this. In the first leg in Paris, Barcelona got absolutely thrashed 4-0 by PSG. Ouch! It looked like the game was over for them, but football is full of surprises. The second leg at Camp Nou kicked off with a bang. Luis Suarez scored in just the 3rd minute, and hope started to flicker. Before half-time, another goal went in, and suddenly they were just 2 goals away from a jaw-dropping comeback. But PSG wasn't ready to give up. They scored again, almost crushing Barcelona's dreams again. Now, Barca needed to score 3 more goals. In the 87th minute, it was 3-1 and hope was fading. But then, in the last 7 minutes of the game, magic happened. Barcelona pulled off the unthinkable, scoring 3 goals in an insane frenzy. Now here's the twist. Barcelona didn't win the Champions League that year, and there were some eyebrow-raising referee calls. Number 4. Monaco vs Real Madrid 2003. You see, back then, Real Madrid was like a dream team. They had Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, Raul, Roberto Carlos, and Luis Figo, the cream of the football crop. On paper, they looked unbeatable, and fans expected them to steamroll any opposition. So, when the draw paired them with AS Monaco, it seemed like a foregone conclusion. In the first leg, Real Madrid lived up to the hype, winning 4-2. It felt like they already had one foot in the semi-finals. The second leg kicked off as most pundits predicted. Real Madrid scored first, leaving Monaco needing 3 goals to advance. Monaco took their time to get into the groove, scoring 1 goal just before half-time and another right after the break. The crowd roared as Monaco made a comeback. In the 66th minute, they sealed the deal with the 3rd and final goal, stunning the football world. Imagine this, a French team that had finished 15th in Ligue 1 only 2 years earlier had just eliminated the mighty Galacticos of Real Madrid. Chills. Number 5. Roma vs Barcelona 2018. Let's fast forward to a shocker in the UEFA Champions League in 2018, where the football world witnessed one of Barcelona's darkest hours in recent memory. Before this match, Barcelona was one of the all-time great teams in football history. And they did little to dispel this notion when they thrashed AS Roma 4-1 in the Camp Nou in the first leg of their Champions League quarter-final. It seemed like Barcelona had already booked their spot in the semi-finals, and no one, I mean no one, thought they could squander a 3-goal advantage against Roma. Sure, Roma wasn't a pushover, but let's face it, Barcelona looked like a Goliath facing David. However, football has a penchant for turning the tables when you least expect it. The second leg of this quarter-final turned into an absolute nightmare for the Spanish Giants. It all began with a lightning-fast goal from Edin Dzeko in just the 6th minute. The script was flipping and Barcelona was in trouble, but the drama didn't end there. The referee awarded Roma a penalty in the second half and they converted it into their second goal. And then, in the 82nd minute, Roma delivered the knockout blow with their third goal, sealing Barcelona's fate and knocking them out of the Champions League. This game is etched in history as one of Barcelona's worst performances in the modern era. Number 6. Real Madrid vs Borussia Mon, 1985. Back in the day, Real Madrid was a powerhouse, and they faced off against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the round of 16. The first leg, oh boy, it was a nightmare for Real Madrid as the German side dominated, thrashing them with a stunning 5-1 scoreline. The odds seemed stacked against Real Madrid and it looked like they were on the verge of an early exit. But hold on tight, cause this is where the script flipped. In the second leg, Real Madrid roared back to life, winning 4-0. With 2 goals in each half, they pulled off an incredible comeback, leaving fans in awe. This turnaround propelled Real Madrid to the quarter-finals, and they didn't stop there. In fact, they went on to win the entire tournament that year. Number 7. West Germany vs France, 1982. Now, this was a battle that would go down in history as one of the most heart-pounding matches ever played on the grandest football stage. Both teams looked like giants, but after regular time, they found themselves deadlocked at 1-1, setting the stage for extra time. In the first 10 minutes, France shocked everyone by scoring not 1, but 2 goals, making it seem like they'd secured the victory. The stadium was electrified with excitement, and it felt like France's moment of glory. But hold on, just when it seemed like France had it in the bag, the Germans refused to surrender. They clawed back with 2 goals of their own, and the match ended in a breathtaking 3-3 stalemate after extra time. And then came the ultimate drama: penalties. In the penalty shootout, West Germany emerged victorious, edging out France with a 5-4 scoreline. This match is etched in history as one of the most dramatic and intense World Cup battles ever witnessed. Number 8. Deportivo La Coruña vs Milan, 2004. This game was intense, with both sides going toe-to-toe. But as regular time ended, they found themselves in a nail-biting 1-1 draw, setting the stage for extra time. Now, in the first 10 minutes of extra time, France stunned the world by netting not 1 but 2 goals, seemingly sealing their path to victory. The stadium was alive with anticipation, and it felt like France's crowning moment. But just when it seemed like France had triumphed, the resilient Germans mounted an incredible comeback, scoring 2 goals of their own, resulting in an astonishing 3-3 draw after extra time. And then, in the penalty shootout, West Germany emerged triumphant, winning 5-4 against France. This match, guys, stands as one of the most dramatic and intense World Cup clashes in history. Number 9. Tottenham vs Ajax 2019. In this season, both teams, considered dark horses, defied all expectations and made it to the semi-finals. No one had really predicted their remarkable journey. Tottenham stunned their country rivals Manchester City with an extraordinary performance in the quarter-finals. Meanwhile, Ajax, with their mesmerizing football, sent both Real Madrid and Juventus packing. As they squared off, it was clear that Ajax had the upper hand, having won the first leg 1-0 in London. Confidence was oozing from the Dutch side, and they seemed to be playing the better football. The match started with Ajax taking the lead, going up 1-0 in just the 5th minute. They added another goal in the 35th minute, and for a solid 20 minutes, it looked like Ajax was on the cusp of reaching their first final in 24 years. But Tottenham's winger, Lucas Moura, had other plans. He unleashed 2 rapid-fire goals in the 55th and 59th minute, single-handedly putting Spurs back in the game. And then, in the final minute of injury time, Lucas Moura struck one more time, securing an astonishing victory for Tottenham. Yup, that was a ton of drama. Number 10. Belgium vs Japan 2018. In this game, Belgium, the clear favourite, was expected to breeze through, but football, as we know, is full of surprises. Japan delivered a shocker by scoring the first goal almost as soon as the second half began. And if that wasn't enough, they added a second goal just 4 minutes later. At this point, it seemed like Belgium was in a spot of bother. It took nearly 20 minutes, but the Belgians fought back, pulling off an incredible comeback. Much like Japan, their first goal was swiftly followed by a second, and the game was level. As injury time loomed on the horizon, it looked like we were headed for overtime, an extra helping of this already thrilling match. In the dying moments of the game, Belgium executed a flawless counter-attack, scoring the winning goal in the very last minute. It was a jaw-dropping turn of events. Alright, now all these matches we saw are a stark reminder that in football, the unexpected is always waiting to happen, right? What do you think? Do drop your views in the comment section below, and we'll meet again in the next episode. Until then, see ya.